Conservative commentator Ben Shapiro has attracted recent scrutiny, or rather lost two advertisers as a result of his March for Life rally speech, where he said no one would kill baby Hitler because he's a baby. Um, and you know, he in the past has espoused the view that abortion should be banned at all cost, which obviously I'm not in favor of, and I've stated that beforehand. But the thing about the advertisers that kind of pisses me off is this idea that a person who you supported, like, so here's the problem. They want you to believe that they do not to support his views or what he stated at the rally. But what he stated at the rally, like it or not, is indicative of his perspective, which is that it's wrong on every level. So it feels disingenuous on their part to have backed this man in the past when he was known to oppose it, you know, barring no circumstances. Um, but yet now that this speech has garnered attention, you go, oh my God, I'm so grossed out. And it's kind of shown how the U.S., even though it calls itself, land of opportunity, land of free speech, is effectively and consistently becoming an area and a domain where there is an accepted set of beliefs or ideals, and everything else is null and void. That the idea that you could sit here and in this current era be opposed to people having deciding to end the pregnancy is just that's insane to them. And it feels so weird because that belief system has been around for so long that I'm still kind of shocked that people even retaliate in this manner, especially your advertisers who, I mean, before you start giving them credit, it's not like they didn't know who Shapiro was. And I'm not saying advertisers should say, well, I don't like your political positions, so I'm not going to support you, or that they can't do that. I'm saying his position, which was in line with what he stated in the past, is only now causing them to repudiate him by removing themselves from his moniker or his public persona. And they want us to believe they actually are taking a stand or doing something that is not possibly to their benefit. And I just can't look at them as anything other than hypocrites, because you knew who he was, and now it's a big disappointment and it is of disgust to you that he is staying true to who he is. I can respect the fact that he would not go back and go after one of the worst people to have ever been born because of his position. I don't necessarily, obviously, I said before I'm pro-choice, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend as if because you don't agree with me politically, it's time to be demonetized and lose any kind of access to stuff. It's just like with the Alex Jones situation. Him calling the Sandy Hook people, or rather that event, a hoax was ridiculous. But companies getting together and just unilaterally deciding I'm going to get rid of this person or do something to penalize this person is all fun and games when it's not you. And that's what I'm trying to do here. That I don't think he should be attacked for his advertisers because of his positions or speech he gave. Because, what happens to me or someone else who becomes sponsored by someone, we give some remarks that they don't agree with, we're just going to get yanked tomorrow with no forewarning, no contract that says do not talk about this, that, or the other. I just wish people would remove themselves from their, Shapiro hate syndrome, like the Trump derangement syndrome, and look at the substance of what is going on. A person is being gone after by the same group of people who previously were supporting this person financially for expressing a view that is in line with what he was known for. So we're gonna keep going down the same railroad of people not being able to understand the bigger implications. I'll probably be attacked for saying I'm pro-choice but defending someone who's pro-life, and they won't see the bigger picture, which is that when you are someone who would consider themselves outspoken or otherwise, being true to their convictions, there are always those who will disagree with those ideas. And if they're not indicative of what you support, you should not be in favor of them, being gone after as far as, by advertisers and people that have previously affiliated with them if they say something that person doesn't like. So, yeah, that's just my perspective. We'll see what happens.